My hope is that Americans believe us.
Right now, a fourth indictment for the GOP's leading candidate for 2024 and several mentions of Wisconsin in the charging documents. Which charges the former president now faces and how the case times out with next week's Republican presidential debate in Milwaukee.
And speaking of Milwaukee, a live look at the city where President Biden will be visiting today, what we expect him to talk about during that trip.
And it is a bit cool this morning. Might need a light jacket with temperatures in the 50s this morning. We're looking at lots of sunshine and heating up into the weekend. More coming up.
Good Tuesday morning, everybody. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Leah Lynchide.
I'm Chris Stanford. Yeah, following some big news out of that indictment for former President Donald Trump coming from the state of Georgia. Just reading through some of the mentions of Wisconsin in it and the alleged co-conspirators in the plan, having instructions for fake electors to cast votes for Donald Trump in the election. We're going to break all of that down in just a moment. We've had Shane Hogan been looking into those charging documents overnight.
Yeah, Wisconsin named nine times total.
Yeah.
Stay with us. We'll have the latest details as we dig through those documents ourselves. But first, Kelly Slifka has your first warn weather this morning. He's talking about a bit of a cool Tuesday.
Yeah, a little bit of a taste of autumn this morning. Probably need a jacket headed out the door. Of course, the sun just coming up now. It's obviously coming up later and later as we are cruising here through August. Right now, the middle of August, 58 right now in Madison, 56 in the Dells. We've had some 40s showing up, so really chilly up in Black River Falls and Camp Douglas this morning. So we're running about 4 degrees cooler here in Madison, but the further west you go, cleared out a little bit sooner, so they're a little bit cooler. Temperatures running close to 10 degrees cooler than where we were yesterday. Dry weather returns today, a lot of sunshine, very little rain in our forecast right through the weekend. Seasonal temperatures, upper 70s, low 80s through Friday, but then it heats up this weekend. Could be touching 90. A lot of sunshine today as we climb through the 60s, kind of slowly. Low 70s at the noon hour, should be topping out in the upper 70s today. So as you plan your day, looking at mostly sunny skies, nice afternoon, 77 temperatures in the 70s. I want to get to our first warn traffic, as Leah mentioned before the top of the hour, that there was an accident. This is there at Milton Avenue. There's a Dick's Sporting Goods store. This is Wisconsin 26 North. This is closed at RefSit because of an incident at that location. That's your first warn traffic.
All right, Kelly Slifka, thank you very much. Now to that latest criminal indictment for former President Donald Trump. This is coming from the state of Georgia. The charging documents mention Wisconsin 9 times, the former president and 18 others. The indictment calls the criminal enterprise, accusing them of conspiring to overturn the 2020 presidential election in Georgia and other battleground states, including Wisconsin. That indictment accuses Trump and his allies of trying to pressure officials, including then Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan of Georgia, to overturn that state's election results. Before the grand jury handed down the indictment, they heard from Duncan. He spoke to the press briefly after testifying. Here's what he had to say.
Been a lot of misinformation for a number of years, and this is our opportunity to get the real story out. My hope is that Americans believe us. My hope is that Republicans believe us.
Again, this latest indictment coming in overnight, mentioning the state of Wisconsin 9 times, essentially accusing the enterprise of not only trying to overturn the election in Georgia, but many battleground states, including Wisconsin. Now, the former president, Donald Trump, continues to deny that he did anything wrong. That indictment names 18 others, including former Chief of Staff Mark Meadows and Rudy Giuliani. They and the former president have until noon next Friday now to surrender. That is 2 days after the first Republican debate in Milwaukee. Trump has not commented on whether he will attend or not.
New developments in that story we will continue to cover right here on News 3 Now. To another political story happening today in our state. Current President Joe Biden will be making a stop in Wisconsin.
He will. Shane Hogan is here with what's in store for that big presidential visit today in Milwaukee. Shane?
Yeah, Chris, that's right. Today's visit will be the 6th stop to the Badger State for President Biden, and it comes ahead of 2 milestones. Tomorrow is the 1-year anniversary of the Inflation Reduction Act, so Biden's trip will be about highlighting the largest climate investment in history, along with how Bidenomics is affecting the economy. While in Milwaukee, the president will visit Ingeteam, a clean energy manufacturing company. The visit also comes 8 days before Milwaukee plays host to the first GOP presidential debate.
I think it's strategically wise for Joe Biden to start campaigning in Wisconsin because there's going to be a lot of attention to the Republican field in this state, even though Wisconsin does not play a significant role in the party nomination process. We still are hosting a debate.
President Biden will be joined on his visit by state and local leaders, including Governor Tony Evers, Senator Tammy Baldwin, and Congresswoman Gwen Moore. Be sure to stick with News 3 Now and Channel3000.com all day for full coverage of President Biden's visit to Milwaukee.
All right. Shane Hogan, thanks for breaking it down.
The president also responding to the potential for an auto industry strike across the country. Negotiations are currently underway between the United Auto Workers and big three auto companies. Biden releasing a statement saying, quote, the UAW helped create the American middle class and deserves a contract that sustains the middle class. The current contract between the union and Ford, General Motors, and Stellantis expires in a month. The two sides are reportedly not even close to a deal. The union is demanding pay raises of at least 40% to match the increases CEOs have seen the past 4 years.
Here in Wisconsin, U.S. Representative Brian Stile now is a second Democratic challenger. Racine County Emergency Management Coordinator Lorenzo Santos. Santos chairs the Young Democrats of Wisconsin. In a statement, Lorenzo said that his campaign will focus on reproductive rights, health care, voting, and workers' rights. Other potential candidates include the former Racine Police Chief, Art Howell, and current Delavan Mayor, Ryan Schroeder. Representative Stile won re-election in 2020 by nearly 10 points. He will be seeking his fourth term this fall. This morning, Madison Police and the Richland County Sheriff's Office are investigating what they're calling an apparent murder-suicide. MPD say they tracked two missing women, one 60, the other 25, by a cell phone ping Sunday night. That led them to the Lone Rock area near Highway 14. The Richland County Sheriff's Department says deputies found the women dead in a car just before 8:30 p.m. Both had gunshot wounds. The 60-year-olds appeared to be self-inflicted. The Rock County Sheriff's Office says deputies found the body of a missing man last seen 9 months ago. The medical examiner has confirmed it was Christopher Miller of Madison. Miller was last seen allegedly running from a traffic stop near Janesville last November. His family's been fighting for updates on the case since that happened. The Rock County Sheriff's Office says it received an anonymous tip just after noon on Sunday. The tip said someone found a body inside the home in the town of Turtle near Beloit, 6 miles from where Miller was last seen. The Sheriff's Office sent deputies there. There was a large police presence surrounding that area that afternoon. After confirming it was in fact Miller, the medical examiner's office notified his family. The Sheriff's Office doesn't believe there's any danger to the public. The investigation is ongoing. Looking ahead now, the deadline for when federal student loan repayments start up again, fast approaching. It's scheduled for October. And Wisconsin's top protection agency wants to make sure you're prepared. DACAP is teaming up with the Department of Financial Institutions to offer a free online student loan workshop. That's set for today from 12:30 to 1:30 this afternoon. It's going to feature experts who can guide borrowers on repayment options and how to avoid scams. You can find the webinar sign up at dacap.wi.gov. If you bought any cookie dough recently, listen up. Nestle USA is recalling some of its chocolate chip cookie dough. The company says a couple batches of the Break and Bake bar products potentially contain wood fragments. The affected batches were produced in April. No illnesses or injuries reported yet. Anyone who purchased, though, this dough should return it for a replacement or a refund. 6:08 now, a Wisconsin-based company is pitching in to help people affected by the Maui wildfires. Century Insurance is making a donation of $275,000 to Maui United Way. The Stevens Point company is also giving $25,000 to the University of Maui to pay for tuition and other costs for students who've been affected by the fires. Century says it will match dollar-for-dollar donations by all its associates and retirees. Century, by the way, holds deep ties to the island through its PGA Tour event in Kapula. And News 3 Now, helping you find ways to help Maui folks recover. We have a web story up right now with links to several different fundraisers that you can donate to. You can also follow the latest on this story as developments continue to come out of the island over on our brand new Channel 3000 News app. An anonymous donor helping Janesville fund the upcoming Woodman's Sports and Convention Center. Friends of the Woodman Center group say they got $1 million donation. The money will fund locker rooms for Milton High Schools at the Mercy Health Arena. The facility is main event space. The organization set a goal of raising $7 million for itself, and they exceeded that big time. They are over $2 million over budget. the $130 million, the 130 square foot facility should be located, it's going to be at the site of the former Uptown Janesville Sears. It'll open back up next year.
Beautiful, big building.
Yeah, the script says it's 130 square feet. I think it's 100. I would think it would be a little larger than 130,000 square feet.
130 square feet.
That's how big it looks to me looking at this rendering.
Oh, boy.
Okay, coming up, the Packers received a special visit after their preseason game in Cincinnati. We're going to hear from them after the break.
And all are welcome to a big event by the Madison Reading Project this week. We'll have the details for you and how you can be part of it in the 608.
The sun is setting on Toyota's national sales event. Wait, they have until September 5th.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models. Toyota, let's go places.
When our clean, shiny truck pulls up in front of your house, yes, everyone starts clapping because everyone is happy. And that's why they all start dancing. Woo!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
At Lawton Cates, your life counts is more than just a slogan. Because around here, we're all about comebacks. Whether it's helping you recover after a car accident or return to the job following an injury, it's us fighting the odds and the insurance company to make sure you get the compensation you and your family deserve. No one loves a great comeback story more than Lawton Cates, which motivates us to fight for our clients every day. Your life counts. Lawton Cates. Call us today.
Why do dermatologists worldwide recommend La Roche-Posay? Effective skincare like La Roche-Posay Double Repair Face Moisturizer delivers double action to help repair skin's barrier and provide 48-hour hydration for healthy-looking skin. La Roche-Posay.
Freaking roots. Did someone say roots?
Magic Root Cover-Up by L'Oreal Paris.
I can cover your grays in 3, 2, 1. Yes. It's magic.
Magic Root Cover-Up by L'Oreal Paris.
We're worth it.
Wherever you go, wherever you stay, all you need is one key. Earn and use rewards across Expedia, Hotels.com, and Vrbo.
Wish you had help getting things done. Same.
So I got Spectrum One.
It's fast internet, unlimited mobile, and advanced Wi-Fi, all for a great price. Spectrum helps me run all this easily. Work? Bust. Treat dispenser? Treating. And since I'm always on this, unlimited mobile is a no-brainer.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Call 833-802-4999 or visit Spectrum.com today.
When our clean, shiny truck pulls up in front of your house, yes, everyone starts clapping because everyone is happy. And that's why they all start dancing. Woo!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
The sun is setting on Toyota's national sales event. Wait, they have until September 5th.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models. Toyota, let's go places.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
In the 608 today, we're telling you about an opportunity for you to support the Madison Reading Project.
Josh Breider is live in Madison with all the details. Good morning, Josh.
Morning, yeah, we're live here at the Madison Reading Project talking about an opportunity to have breakfast with the bus. I've got this cute little fuzzy pillow, and we'll get to a little bit more about why this bus is so important to the Madison Reading Project. I want to bring in Rowan Childs here, the founder and director of the Madison Reading Project.
Thank you.
Rowan, good morning.
Good morning.
So thanks for having us out here. We've been here before, but things are looking a little different around here. You guys just did some renovating.
Yeah, we needed to add on more space. We needed more room for books, volunteers, and our staff, and lots more things happening, lots of books coming in and out, and lots more people. So we were fortunate to be able to expand with some help, and we're thrilled to be able to now welcome the public for our open house, but obviously sort of for Intuity be able to continue growing and provide awesome books for kids.
Yeah, you guys have seen just incredible growth here since you first started, and now you continue to see that. And your open house is happening here tomorrow, where you're going to have an opportunity to have breakfast with the bus, which we introduced last half hour. We'll actually see it again next half hour. And this has been a way for you guys to be able to actually get right out into the community and get the books into the hands of these kids.
Yeah, the book bus has truly been a game changer for us. We were able to curate, put thousands of books onto the bus, drive the bus exactly to where the kids are, or a school or a community center. And it's just the impact of being able to do that versus trying to find multiple other ways for us is just bringing the books exactly to the kids and providing awesome books, obviously for the kids to select and have that experience of shopping and having sort of that free book fair experience. It's so exciting for kids.
So this is a big time of the year. Obviously, we're talking about back to school. Next week, you have an amazing teacher giveaway. Give folks some information on that, because this is huge, because we know our educators are so important.
Absolutely. We were trying to figure out a way to help our educators, and the one thing that we're able to do is to have them apply for our Books for Educators program. They're able during the course of the school year to select 25 new books for their classroom. So it's for any educator in Dane County in a K through 12 school district. They just apply online, and they're able to come in here and shop for their books. They can pick out whatever they want from the selections. And that's all going to start next week.
And you have, what, tens of thousands of books available right here.
So we've sort of we've geared up a lot with all the back to school events that we're part of, and then with the educators program kicking off next week, we probably have right now around 20,000 books in our book center.
That's a lot of books. All right, so open house tomorrow. Let's put the event information up on the screen right now. Breakfast with the bus. What's happening, Rowan?
Yeah, come join us 7:30 to 9 a.m. We'll have the bus open, the doors will be open, coffee, pastries. Our staff will be here, learn all about Madison Reading Project, whether you're looking for books or you want to get involved.
All right, Rowan, as always, thank you very much. Appreciate it. If you'd like to learn more, you can go up to channel3000.com. I'm just going to continue holding my little bus here, guys, and we're going to take you back out to the bus and actually have details about on maybe possible second bus that's going to be coming around and how you can help them make that happen. That's coming up in our next half hour.
All right, thanks for showing us, Josh. Appreciate it.
I could use a nap with that pillow. Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out to him on social media or shoot him an email for a chance to be featured.
And a reminder, you have just a couple of days left to donate to our big back-to-school supply drive. We can't do it without you folks. You can drop those donations off here at News 3 Now or any Metcalfs or participating Walgreens. You could also go to our website and do it from the comfort of your own home through our Amazon wish list. Just go to channel3000.com/back-to-school.
We appreciate all help you can give us. We also appreciate Kelly Slifka. He's bringing us a pretty nice Tuesday on tap, except a bit cooler this morning, Kelly.
Yeah, definitely a taste of autumn in the air this morning. Probably need a light jacket. Now, the sun doesn't come up until after 6 o'clock, so it takes a little bit longer to warm up, even though we are expecting quite a bit of sunshine. Now, we did get some beneficial rains yesterday. Of course, all of us in southern Wisconsin officially at the airport, just under 2 inches of rain. And thankfully, our viewers shared some of their rain gauges, some much needed rain here in Platteville. Karen picked up 2.5 inches of rain. In Arena, just northwest of Madison, about 3.5 inches of rain. Thanks, Rich, for sending that in. And Tracy in Janesville picked up over 3 inches of rain as well. And you can always share your photos with us, whether it's weather-related or just a beautiful photo. Just submit it by our First Warn weather app, or you can email at firstwarn@wisc-tv.com, and we'd like to share those photos on air for you. All right, we are looking at some rainfall that really piled up across southern areas of the state. In fact, some locations picking up 2 to 4 inches of rain. But now that system is well on to the east right now. On the backside of it, we have a northwest wind, and that's what's ushering in the cooler temperatures. We do have crystal clear blue skies right now, but it's going to be cooler than average. 77 expected this afternoon. All in all, it should be a nice day, low humidity. And noticing that sun does come up after 6. And tonight is the last time that the sun will set at or after 8 o'clock. So it'll be setting before 8 o'clock going forward for the rest of the year. Fairly quiet through the weekend. It looks like temperatures will be seasonable through Friday, upper 70s, low 80s, but heating up this weekend. In fact, we'll be in the low 90s, and when you factor in the humidity, it will feel like low to mid 90s when you factor in that heat and humidity. 58 right now in Madison, 49 in Camp Douglas across Dane County. It's as cool as 55 in Cross Plains and Sauk City, 58 in Waunakee, and Oregon currently at 58. So a little cool to this morning. We'll slowly warm through the 70s. Should be topping out in the mid to upper 70s. All in all, a really nice afternoon for us. First warm forecast, another nice night tonight, upper 50s, low 80s tomorrow. Weak cold front may produce a isolated shower or thunderstorm Wednesday night, and then we cool down briefly, but heating up for the weekend, 80s to around 90.
Fresh off their preseason opening win in Cincinnati, the Packers were back in Titletown preparing for Saturday's tune-up with the Patriots. And there was a special guest in town. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell was taking in the sights and sounds of training camp and also shared his thoughts on why Green Bay is the perfect place to hold the NFL draft when it comes to Titletown in 2025.
Believe it or not, the second in Wisconsin. Milwaukee actually hosted the draft in 1940, I believe it was. So you have a long history in the draft. And in 2025, it will actually be our 90th draft. So I can't think of a better place to be able to do that than right here.
Luke Fickell has an aura around him that just screams competitor. He loves to compete, and it started at an early age with his wrestling background. In high school in Ohio, Fickell was a 3-time state champ. In fact, he closed out his career with 106 straight wins. That success translated to his domination in the trenches at Ohio State, and now he's using his wrestling background to bring the juice at Wisconsin's fall camp.
People have asked me, like, okay, hey, if you weren't a football coach, what would you be? And I say, I'd be a wrestling coach, probably a high school wrestling coach. I think more than anything, it just kind of trains your mind. One-on-one, it's an individual sport, and it is a competition every single day. And I think that's the environment that I try to create as much as anything. That's why I stay off of the social media stuff, but I don't do that anymore. I don't wrestle anymore unless provoked.
And the first AP poll of the college football season is out, and like the coaches poll, the Badgers are in the top 25. Wisconsin enters at 19 and is one of 5 Big Ten teams ranked in the poll, joining Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State, and Iowa. Now, the last time UW was not in the AP's preseason poll was back in 2016. They started the year off knocking off number 5 LSU at Lambeau Field. And that's it for Morning Sports. Have a great day.
You too, Zach. Hey, still ahead, Starbucks is testing out a new cup option that's more eco-friendly. We'll show you what it looks like.
And as we head to break, a look at gas prices here in Dane County and across the state. Stay with us. News 3 Now This Morning is back after the break.
Call for action only on News 3 Now.
Come along with our adventure seekers, the Sanchez family, and discover summer with the Ford F-150. See how available features like Pro Trailer Backup Assist make backing up as easy as turning a knob. Watch as Pro Power on board lights up the night. And Ford Blue Cruise makes driving even more fun. Now get a Ford F-150 XLT or Ford Lightning with 3.9% APR financing for 60 months plus $1,000 retail trade assist cash and $500 low APR cash.
Why do dermatologists worldwide recommend La Roche-Posay? Effective skincare like La Roche-Posay Double Repair Face Moisturizer delivers double action to help repair skin's barrier and provide 48-hour hydration for healthy-looking skin. La Roche-Posay.
Anybody that knows me here knows that I'm always focused on the customer first. I want to make sure that we don't have to worry about this door next year, the year after that. I'm not an actor at all. Here at Precision, we're here for you.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust. Hello, I'm Tommy Van Ness from the Tommy Van Ness Realty Group. For over a decade, thousands of people have turned to Tommy Van Ness Realty to buy or sell their home. Because we are more than your realtor, we're your partner.
If you list with us and take advantage of our extensive marketing, everyone will know your home is for sale.
The Tommy Van Ness Realty team is working hard for you. Call Tommy Van Ness today at 608-395-7375. Why settle for less? Call Tommy Van Ness.
Everywhere you go, it seems like folks are struggling with joint pain and old injuries and arthritis. Here, let me help you with that.
Help with pain is on the way. QC Kinetics uses regenerative therapies, natural biologics, and concentrates them directly at the pain in your hips, knees, shoulder, or back, helping restore your quality of life.
This guy's not going to show up at your tailgate party and lend a hand. You might want to go ahead and call QC Kinetics and tell him Emmett sent you.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
I'm Dina Noland. I drive for Cobeson Buses. Working with Cobeson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. First day of school for my son, the fact that I get to bring him there and I can just park my bus right on the side and walk in. They don't mind that. They want you to be there for your family.
I've always enjoyed working with kids. The opportunity to transport them in a bus, I enjoy doing it.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.
All right, Shane's here with the trending story of the day.
All right, guys. Well, Starbucks is launching a new reusable cup test that's happening out in California. The coffee giant is doing the test at 12 Starbucks stores through late October. Now, it's all to be a little bit more eco-friendly. Customers can bring their own personal cup into the cafe or drive-through or use the company's borrow a cup option. They're also introducing For Hereware, which is a reusable ceramic or glass cup for customers who opt to stay in the cafe. Now, a nice little option here for folks who are trying to be a little more green, no pun intended, with the Starbucks logo. But it's a nice option there.
I want to know more about this, the little disposals, this thing.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. Kind of like grabs it, sucks it down.
Maybe they wash them and then hand them back out.
Ew.
We'll have to ask the Starbucks officials.
We're back after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
MG&E, building your community energy company for the future through the power of working together. Committed to cleaner, more sustainable energy, driven by innovation, fostered by shared values. Visit MGE2050.com.
Set summer in motion with the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet, like the CR-V and the Accord, both with available hybrid powertrains, designed to deliver more thrilling performance and more innovative tech. Make every adventure more electrifying with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
More shopping? You should watch your spending, honey.
I'm saving with Liberty Mutual, Mom. They customize your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. Check it out. You could save $700 just by switching.
Ooh. I'll look into that. Let me put a reminder on my phone. Save $700.
Pick up Dad from airport. Oh, only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Get hot water when you need it with a new Richmond water heater from Menards. This 50-gallon hybrid electric water heater features a heat pump, making it up to 4 times more efficient than a standard water heater. $1449.79 after rebate. Update your bathroom with a Moen faucet that fits your style. Moen faucets give you a lifetime of beauty, reliability, and innovative features. This matte black mica bath faucet is only $114.79 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Introducing Ned's Plaque Psoriasis.
Ned, what are you wearing?
He thinks his flaky red patches are all people see.
Otezla is the #1 prescribed pill to treat plaque psoriasis.
Ned?
It can help you get clearer skin and reduce itching and flaking with no routine blood tests required. Doctors have been prescribing it for nearly a decade. Otezla is also approved to treat psoriatic arthritis. Don't use Otezla if you're allergic to it. Serious allergic reactions can happen. Otezla may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Some people taking Otezla had depression, suicidal thoughts, or weight loss. Upper respiratory tract infection and headache may occur.
With clear skin, movie night is a groovy night. Live in the moment. Ask your doctor about Otezla.
MG&E, building your community energy company for the future through the power of working together. Committed to cleaner, more sustainable energy, driven by innovation, fostered by shared values. Visit mge2050.com.
Right now, a fourth indictment for former President Trump, and Wisconsin mentioned multiple times in the case. The tie to our state in those 41 new felony charges.
Plus, an update on one of those two fatal crashes on West Washington Avenue last week, who police are now charging.
And let's give you your first look outside this morning. Bit of a cool start to what will be a sunny Tuesday, Kelly.
Yeah, it is a cooler start to our morning. In fact, we're all running a little bit cooler than where we were yesterday morning, so you'll need a light jacket, but plenty of sunshine, and we will be heating up into the weekend.
Well, hold off on those pumpkin spice lattes for a little while longer,
I agree.
folks.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, we're still right in the middle of August. We have warmer temperatures on the way, but you couldn't really tell by walking outside this morning.
You guys, there are changing leaves on my street. Several of them.
You know, I've noticed that actually for a while, and I'll tell you why. The drought.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
They're strained.
Yeah, they're strained.
Strained and stressed.
So that's...
Poor guys.
Poor trees.
Like me.
Poor Chris.
No kidding. So, all right, let's talk about those, the big temperature change over the last 24 hours, Kelly.
Yeah, it might feel a little bit more like autumn out there this morning with the temperature change down from where we were yesterday morning. In fact, almost 20 degrees colder up there in Black River Falls. Mainly out to the west, temperatures are about 10 degrees colder than where we were yesterday morning. So you might need a light jacket yet this morning. 58 in Madison, 63 in Janesville. Down in the 40s up there in Camp Douglas and Black River Falls. Otherwise, it's going to be fairly dry for most of the rest of the week. Little rain actually right into the beginning of next week. Seasonable temperatures, morning lows nice and cool. Afternoon highs in the upper 70s to low 80s. It looks like, though, the heat, if you want to do some summer activities, maybe head to the lake or to the pool this weekend. Just a perfect weekend to do that, with temperatures approaching 90 by the end of the weekend. Temperatures today starting off in the 50s, warming through the 60s slowly because the sun's only been up for just under a half of an hour. Temperatures headed into the upper 70s later today with the sunshine. All in all, it should be a nice day after we get off to this cool start. North winds will make it feel a little bit cooler. Temperatures in the low 70s by the noon hour. Talk more about that heat for the upcoming weekend coming up.
Okay, thank you, Kelly. Hey, you can keep track of our next chance for rain this week, plus that big heat wave that Kelly's teasing us with over on our First Warn Weather app as well.
All right, back to the big story of the morning. Some developing news from overnight as we take a live look at the Fulton County Courthouse in Georgia, where former President Donald Trump is now indicted for the fourth time in 5 months.
That indictment mentions Wisconsin 9 times in the text. Shane Hogan is here to break down the ties this latest case has to our state, Shane.
Yeah, Leah, that's correct. A Georgia grand jury is handing former President Trump and nearly 24 of his allies 41 charges for their alleged roles in trying to overturn the 2020 election. They're also accused of similar actions in our state and others across the country. In total, Wisconsin mentioned 9 times in the indictment, unsealed before cameras late last night. At one point, the text details an email from a Trump attorney recommending that Wisconsin meet and cast electoral votes for Trump despite the fact that he lost our state. Trump and 18 others are named in this indictment that includes former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows and Trump's one-time personal lawyer and former mayor of New York, Rudy Giuliani.
The defendants engaged in a criminal racketeering enterprise to overturn Georgia's presidential election result.
Giuliani, again, one of those accused of racketeering and conspiracy for allegedly putting in calls to pressure local officials and making false statements about election fraud. Overnight, Giuliani called the indictment part of a book of lies. Now, this is the 4th indictment of Donald Trump. His previous indictments were for allegedly paying adult film actress Stormy Daniels hush money. Then in June, he was charged over his alleged mishandling of government secrets after leaving office. And earlier this month, the former president was indicted by a federal grand jury in Washington over his push to again overturn the results of the 2020 election. Now, Trump has maintained that he's done nothing wrong, his campaign calling these indictments election interference. Moving forward, Georgia prosecutors say Trump and his allies have until next Friday to voluntarily surrender themselves to authorities.
Really interesting details this morning and potential implications for Wisconsin. A story we'll continue to follow. Shane, thank you. Well, happening today, Milwaukee preparing for a visit from the current commander-in-chief.
President Biden is making his 6th stop to the state today since taking office 2.5 years ago. Biden is scheduled to visit a wind turbine manufacturing facility and talk about the $1 trillion Inflation Reduction Act. It comes after a year or so after signing the bipartisan infrastructure bill into law. The visit also comes 8 days before the top Republican candidates in the race for president take the debate stage next Wednesday in Milwaukee. We'll have full coverage of Biden's visit today, so stay with News 3 Now and channel3000.com. A second lawsuit against Wisconsin district maps, taking a look at the connection of districts rather than gerrymandering. The Campaign Legal Center in Washington, D.C., along with residents of disconnected districts, are involved in this suit. According to the Wisconsin state constitution, districts must be contiguous or composed of territory that's physically connected. The lawsuit states 55 of 99 assembly districts and 21 of 33 Senate districts are not fully connected. An MIT research scientist specializing in redistricting says the contiguity requirements have not always been fully defined, leaving some room for interpretation.
6:35 now. Madison police say they found an empty bottle of alcohol inside the vehicle involved in a fatal crash last week on West Washington Avenue. A 25-year-old man is now facing a homicide count, although he hasn't been formally charged yet. Authorities say an 83-year-old died from his injuries after he was hit while trying to turn onto Vilas Avenue from South Park Street.
A former UW-Madison student in a high-profile sexual assault case is back in jail this morning. A Minnesota judge ruling that Alec Cook should be civilly committed to the state's sex offender program. Cook's been in treatment since his release in 2021, but the judge in the case worries Cook is still a high risk of reoffending. Cook made national headlines in 2016 when he faced over 20 felony charges for sex crimes against other students at UW-Madison. He pleaded guilty to sexually assaulting 3 women and choking and stalking 2 other students. He'll be back in court on the 21st.
Around the state, Wisconsin's Office of School Safety is helping school staff prepare for possible crisis events. They were in DeForest yesterday. The goal to ensure staff know how to respond to crises in a way that doesn't harm students and helps them get back to learning quicker. A crisis event is defined as anything that's unexpected, unpredictable, and creates upset for students or staff.
This provides careful understanding of the different types of interventions, such as small groups, individualized work. Exactly when a crisis event happens, we often say, like, counselors are on the scene at this school in order to provide support. This is exactly what that support should look like and how it should be conducted.
So far, 12 critical response teams have been developed across the state, with around 350 people receiving training. Their next stop is Sheboygan. And watch this, Wisconsin investing some major dough into the building famous for making cream puffs. For 99 years, the Cream Puff Pavilion has been the center of the Wisconsin State Fair. But the team that makes the pastry says they're outgrowing their space. That's why in 2017, $6 million were earmarked to renovate the pavilion. And then this year, an extra $6.5 million was approved in the state budget for the project. The plan looks to improve aesthetics and productivity.
During the run of the fair, during 11 days, we are the busiest bakery in the world. 400,000 cream puffs in 11 days.
400,000 cream puffs. I probably ate 400 of them. Another hope with this renovation is to market the Cream Puff Pavilion as an event venue outside of the 11 days at the fair. Renovation should start in March.
And it is a bit cooler this morning, but it does not look like it'll last into the weekend. The first warm forecast is coming up.
And we're live in the 608 with an opportunity for you to have breakfast with the bus at the Madison Reading Project. Next.
Donate blood at Stoughton Health's upcoming blood drive on August 18th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. The event will be hosted at our Community Health and Wellness Center. Sign up online at bloodcenter.org.
we're busy. I get it. So Stanton Optical works with your schedule. Buy online, pick up in store same day, and get a free fitting. I mean, look at my to-do list. Skip the wait. Get your kids' glasses made the same day, only at Stanton Optical.
This summer, happiness is a new Chevy. You can go farther, tow more, and bring along everyone you love. Your road to happiness begins in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on select popular Chevy SUVs when you finance with GM Financial. Plus, make no monthly payments for 90 days. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
The spring could just break. Precision is there to help.
We have fully stocked vehicles to fix any problem you'd have that same day, and we are all over the Madison area.
You're just one phone call away from getting your garage door fixed today.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
I know what it's like to perform through pain. If you're like me, one of the millions suffering from pain caused by migraine, Nurtec ODT may help. It's the only medication that can treat a migraine when it strikes and prevent migraine attacks. Treat and prevent all in one.
Don't take if allergic to Nurtec. Allergic reactions can occur even days after using. Most common side effects were nausea, indigestion, and stomach pain.
We're in this together. Talk to a doctor about Nurtec ODT.
Culligan Water takes pride in being your local water experts. We live here, work here, and dedicate our lives to improving our area's water. We deliver the world's best water treatment and the industry's best service to you. Culligan Water, your local water experts.
At Stanton Optical, you get great value on eye care, including contacts. Right now, get a 1-year supply of AccuView Oasis and an eye exam for only $189. Scan now to book your eye exam. Yay, technology!
Donate blood at Stoughton Health's upcoming blood drive on August 18th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. The event will be hosted at our Community Health and Wellness Center. Sign up online at bloodcenter.org.
Exploring Wisconsin's vital link to the Republican Party's past, present, and future.
Ahead of the first presidential debate in Milwaukee, I'm taking you to the place in Wisconsin where the GOP got its start.
Thursday on News 3 Now at 6. From damaging drought to catastrophic flooding and severe storms in every season, the News 3 Now First Warn Weather Team gives you a deeper understanding of Wisconsin's ever-changing weather with special reports that go beyond the barometer. Only on News 3 Now.
Welcome back. Some area homes are cleaning up this morning after damage during yesterday's storms. Take a look at this.
This is in Middleton along Middleton Springs Drive. Springs Drive. You can see the roots just coming up out of the ground there. Kelly was telling us how the soil gets so saturated it loosens things up, making it a lot easier for big trees like this to tip over. Any damage there was pretty localized in the Madison area. You can see here crews trying to get the roadways back open this morning. As far as we know, no weather-related slowdowns on your morning commute.
Flooding concerns also top of mind while we saw that rain. You're taking a look at the NOAA prediction map that keeps tabs on flooding around the state. A few flash floods popping up in Milwaukee, but for our area, really no issues. We did see some folks without power because of high winds, again, mostly in the eastern part of the state. This morning, We Energy is reporting just about 100 power outages right now.
Take a look, the nation's heartland. New video here from Missouri. Flooding across Bollinger County, about 2 hours south of St. Louis. They got 5 inches of rain there.
Oof.
Oof, indeed.
We just saw 4 inches, some parts of Dane County. Kelly Slifka, badly needed here in the Madison area.
Yeah, it kind of came down a little bit too fast for us, but, you know, this is what happens when you get in the summer months. A lot of times these thunderstorms do come down in a hurry, and that's what we got. In fact, just to the north of Madison, this is our Doppler track, the precipitation amounts. So you can see up there in the north side of Madison as you get up towards Sauk City, 2 to 3 inches of rain. And there's been that narrow band from about Platteville through Dodgeville, the Sauk City area, up through parts of Columbia County, then into Dodge County near Beaver Dam, where we did have 2 to 4 inches of rain. Now the south side of Madison, here at the station, we picked up just under 2 inches. So all of southern Wisconsin got a healthy dose of some rain. These are some of the official reports. Up there in Horicon, as mentioned, in Dodge County, did see some of the heavier amounts, over 4 inches. Brownsville in Dodge County, 3.62 inches. Fort Atkinson had 2.5 inches. As mentioned, on the south side of Madison, we had just under 2 inches of rainfall. So much needed rain. We are at a small surplus for the month. Of course, we haven't seen much for the month of August or basically all of summer. Since June 1st, we're still at a deficit of over 2 inches. And for the year to date, our deficit now over 3.5 inches. So we still need rain. Looks like we're going to get a break. A little chilly this morning. You're going to need a jacket. Behind this storm system, we've got some dry northerly winds. That's what's bringing the cooler temperatures. But we should see plenty of sunshine today and temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. Storm system now well on to the east. Have some clouds in eastern Wisconsin, but those will be departing, and all of us will see plenty of sunshine. High pressure building in from the west should make it a fairly nice afternoon and fairly quiet really into the upcoming weekend. Highs in the upper 70s to low 80s. That's very close to where we should be for this time of August. But summer activities likely this weekend with temperatures in the 80s getting close to 90 by Sunday. Humidity will be up there, and it looks like that hotter than average temperatures will continue into early next week, and this is really covering much of the United States. Right now it's 58 in Madison. Look at Camp Douglas and Black River Falls. 40s. Hard to believe that here we're in the middle of August. 58 in Madison, 55 in Sauk City and Cross Plains. Mount Horeb currently at 54. A cool start to the morning. Light jacket needed for a couple more hours, but the sun will be warming us up gradually, not as quickly as we'd see in July, but we should be topping out in the middle to upper 70s later this afternoon. First warm forecast, another nice night tonight, 59, comfortable. Wednesday, 81. That's out ahead of a cold front that'll arrive Wednesday night into Thursday. Not a lot of rain with this, may trigger a brief shower or thunderstorm. Otherwise, it looks like we'll briefly cool down Thursday, back up to 80 on Friday. Then the heat comes in by the weekend. 80s to around 90. The humidity will make it feel like low to mid 90s for the weekend.
Yeah, summer not quite over there yet, Kelly.
And I'm kind of liking that. I want to take advantage of some of these summer activities yet this August.
That's fair. You and a lot of families. All right, thank you very much. 6:45, we're in the 608 this morning with the opportunity for you to support the Madison Reading Project.
Josh Breider is live in Madison this morning telling us how we can check it out. Hey there, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, this is an opportunity for you to have breakfast with the bus at the Madison Reading Project. Of course, we've got the bus right behind us. This is off of Greenway Cross, just east of Fish Hatchery Road, their beautiful location right here. And this is all about supporting their mission about getting books into kids' hands. Rowan Childs is the founder and director here of the Madison Reading Project. As always, Rowan, good morning.
Good morning, thank you.
Yes, thanks so much for having us out. So, breakfast with the bus happening tomorrow. This is a really excited open house for you.
Yeah, we're finally able to open the bus doors, our book center doors, and welcome everyone in. They're able to come and select a book from the bus, check us out, see what we're all about. If you want to learn more about how to donate books or to give books or provide books, whether it's to educators, kids, families, the doors are open tomorrow morning, and we're excited to meet with everybody.
Yeah, we are in back to school mode right now here on News 3 Now this morning, and the fact that you're able to get these books into the hands of those that need it the most is so important for our community.
Yeah, we're really proud. Our team works so hard to provide all kinds of different books so that when kids are able to select those books, whether they're on the book bus or at a public event or educators are in our book center, we want to have the best books available so that when kids have them in their hands, they're really excited, and that really ignites their passion for reading and loving books.
All right, so speaking of exciting news, so this is bus number 1, but you guys have a plan in the works to get a second bus.
Yeah, we know how well bus number 1 works, and so we want to provide an additional bus. It'll be bigger, it'll be all accessible. We wanted to really be inclusive so that anybody is able to have that book experience. So there'll be much bigger space. It'll provide around 5,000 to 6,000 books inside of it, and anyone will be able to board the bus or will be able to bring all kinds of shelving out onto the main floor and the ground.
So if people are interested in helping out your nonprofit, what's the best way for them to do so?
Definitely our website has as much information as possible, or they can reach out to me or my team and learn how to get involved.
Wonderful. Well, Rowan, as always, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Let's put the information up on the screen right now. Again, you can have breakfast with the bus coming up tomorrow morning right here in the 608. This is going to be happening at their location right here at the Madison Reading Project off of Greenway Cross, 7:30 to 9 o'clock. As long as you're here, you're going to be able to have breakfast with the bus. And speaking with the bus, Rowan's going to take me for a little test drive here, guys. So we're going to go get breakfast. We'll catch you a little bit later as we're off in bus number 1. We still got to come up with a name there, Rowan.
Bring me a muffin.
Big
Josh Ryder, always on the move. Good stuff. Thanks for letting us know about the Madison Reading Project this morning. Hey, by the way, folks, you still have some time to donate to our back-to-school supply drive. We just have a couple of days left, and we could sure use your help. So make sure you drop those supplies off. Here at News 3 Now, any Medcafs or participating Walgreens, you could always do it the easy way, too, and use the Amazon wish list. Find it by going to channel3000.com/back-to-school.
It's 6:49 on your Tuesday. Coming up in the morning sprint, the biggest Madison move-out day of the year. What city officials want families to know if you're helping out your college student.
If you got a little kiddo turning 3 soon, let us know so we can show their picture on TV. We'll be right back.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
FlexSteel is furniture that comforts, furniture for living, furniture with a heart of steel. Save big during our FlexSteel authorized sale, going on now at Waunakee Furniture ETC.
Moderate to severe eczema still disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it disrupts my skin with itch. It disrupts my skin with rash. But now, I can disrupt eczema with Rinvoq. Rinvoq is not a steroid, topical, or injection. It's one pill once a day. Many taking Rinvoq saw clear or almost clear skin, while some saw up to 100% clear skin. And they felt dramatic and fast itch relief, some as early as 2 days. That's Rinvoq relief.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers, including lymphoma and skin cancer. Death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your doctor about Rinvoq.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Culver's is the place for us. Hi, what can I make fresh for you today? It's nice being greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients, like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us. It's our pleasure. Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious!
At Bergstrom Automotive, you'll never pay above manufactured suggested retail price. That'd be like bringing a sword to a dinosaur fight. Silly. That would be silly. Yes, you'll always pay fair market price and never above MSRP. If you're tired of hearing no, join the Bergstrom Automotive family for the yes. Bergstrom, for the yes.
Okay, guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now, you can get 4 lines with unlimited data for just $90 total.
Sorry, just double checking. Is it really that good of a deal?
Yeah, it's a huge deal. On top of that, you also get 4 free phones.
4 free phones! Wow, I just triple checked, and that's awesome.
So go get that deal. Or at least help me clip. Do you check the expiration dates?
Oh, I can do that.
Great.
4 lines for $90 a month, plus 4 free phones. US Cellular, built for us.
FlexSteel is furniture that comforts, furniture for living, furniture with a heart of steel. Save big during our FlexSteel authorized sale, going on now at Waunakee Furniture ETC.
Your digital source for local news and info for 25 years. Channel 3000.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
For the 4th time in 5 months, former President Trump is indicted in yet another case. This time it's in Georgia. Trump and 18 of his associates face 41 felony counts for their efforts to overturn the 2020 election. Wisconsin is named 9 times in the text. Prosecutors allege Trump and his team tried similar schemes in our state and others.
President Joe Biden will be in Milwaukee today. It's his 6th trip to the Badger State since taking office. The president's schedule includes visiting a wind turbine manufacturing facility and talking about the $1 trillion Inflation Reduction Act. It comes a year after signing the act into law and 8 days before that first GOP presidential debate in Milwaukee.
The Richland County Sheriff's Office and Madison Police Department are investigating what they're calling an apparent murder-suicide. Madison police say a 60-year-old woman and a 25-year-old woman were reported missing after they didn't return from a trip to Devil's Lake. MPD tracked the women's phones to the Lone Rock area. Both were found dead inside a vehicle with gunshot wounds.
An update on one of the two deadly crashes that happened on West Washington Avenue last week. They happened Wednesday near South Park Street. Two people were taken to hospitals where one person, now identified as an 83-year-old man, died. The 25-year-old man arrested in connection to the crash has not been formally charged, but is facing tentative charges of homicide by intoxicated use of a vehicle.
Moving trucks are dotting the streets of Madison this week as downtown apartments turn over their tenants. The City of Madison Streets Division wants to remind everybody who's moving, don't put certain items on the curb. That includes TVs and other electronics. Appliances like microwaves and air conditioners require a fee for collection at drop-off sites.
A former Army specialist will spend 30 years in prison for her role in the murder of another soldier. Cecily Aguilar pleaded guilty last year in connection with the 2020 murder of Army Specialist Vanessa Guillen in Texas. Guillen was stationed at Fort Hood. Guillen's family says they're happy justice is being served.
3 former staff members with Northwestern's baseball program are now involved in a lawsuit against the university. The suit accuses the university of failing to protect them and players from a, quote, abusive, toxic, and dangerous environment under former coach Jim Foster. The former team operations director says he and the other plaintiffs reported Coach Foster's conduct, but the university didn't do anything about it.
Hawaiian officials are now confirming at least 99 people are dead after last week's tragic wildfires in the island of Maui. With a rush to get supplies, there are new reports of armed looting on the island, and residents are expressing a fear of even leaving their homes. There is some good news, though. Millions of dollars in supplies are now being donated and sent to the island. You can help out by checking out the Red Cross's website.
All right, 5 minutes away from 7 o'clock, a nice cool start to the morning, maybe a taste of autumn as we're down to 58 in Madison. You see some 40s, though, up to the north. So we got that northerly flow behind our storm system that produced all the rain yesterday. A lot of sunshine. It's going to be cool this morning, but we'll warm in the low 70s here at the noon hour. Northerly winds adding a little bit of a chill this morning, but we should climb into the upper 70s a little bit later on today. So all in all, it should be a nice afternoon, just running a couple degrees below our average. Upper 70s today, plenty of sunshine expected this afternoon. Winds will diminish tonight, making for another nice morning tomorrow in the upper 50s again. Low 80s expected on Wednesday. There is a weak cold front that will arrive Wednesday night. May trigger a shower or thunderstorm, not looking like much. Brief cool down, but we're right back in the 80s on Friday. The weekend, 80s to around 90. So summer hangs on, it looks like, this weekend.
Last stretch of 90s, you think?
Oh, boy. Possibly, but you never know. We can get it in September. Yeah,
that's true. Kelly, thank you.
Thanks for watching. We'll have another news and weather update in 30 minutes.